My name is Maya, and I was 26 years old when I showed up to my little brother's wedding rehearsal dinner wearing a dress I'd saved 3 months to buy. Not because it was expensive, because I was working 2 jobs and still couldn't always make rent. Let me back up. You need to understand something about me and Liam. He's 2 years younger, but honestly, he's always acted like the older one. When our dad left when I was 15 and Liam was 13, I fell apart first. Stopped eating. Stopped sleeping. Almost stopped graduating. And Liam, this scrawny freshman who barely weighed 120 pounds, he'd sit on my bedroom floor every night just so I wouldn't be alone. He'd bring me granola bars I never asked for and tell me stupid jokes until I forgot to be sad for 5 minutes. So when he met Vanessa 2 years ago, I was happy for him. Genuinely. Vanessa came from money. Private school. Summer in the Hamptons. Her dad owned, I don't know, 3 golf courses? Something like that. At first, she was fine. Polite. She'd smile at family dinners and ask about my waitressing job like it was a real career instead of the thing keeping my lights on. But something shifted after Liam proposed. It wasn't obvious. That's the thing about rich people who look down on you. They're never openly cruel. That would ruin their image. Instead, it's 1,000 tiny cuts. Vanessa started calling me sweetie in that tone. You know the one. The one people use when they're trying really hard to seem generous, but actually can't hide the condescension. She'd text through every conversation we had. She'd mention her college friends, and then pause and say, "Oh, but you didn't go to college, right?" Like she'd forgotten. She hadn't forgotten. Her family was worse. Her mom Patricia once asked me, at a birthday dinner, "So Maya, do you still live in that area?" The way she said area told me everything. Her dad Richard shook my hand once and never looked at me again. Liam didn't see it. Or maybe he didn't want to. He was in love. A few times he asked, "Hey, is everything okay between you and Vanessa? You seem kinda quiet around her." I always lied. Said I was just tired from work. Because Liam was happy. And after everything he'd done for me, I wasn't about to be the reason his engagement got complicated. Besides, the one time Liam did help me financially, my car broke down last winter, and he paid for the repair without asking. Vanessa found out. She didn't yell. She just said, "Oh, that's so sweet of you, Liam. Helping family." But her eyes said something else. And suddenly, I started hearing whispers. Vanessa's cousins mentioning Liam's sister who can't handle her own bills. A comment at a party about some people just rely on everyone else. That's how the narrative started. That's how Maya is struggling became Maya lives off her brother. So when the wedding weekend finally came, I packed my one good dress, navy blue, consignment store, $12, and drove 3 hours to the country club. My car was the oldest thing in the lot by about 15 years. The rehearsal dinner was supposed to be casual. Just family and the wedding party, Liam said. The ballroom looked like a magazine. Crystal. Fresh flowers. A bar that probably cost more than my apartment. Vanessa's people were already there, all of them in clothes that cost more than my rent. Patricia was gliding around rearranging place settings, correcting the waitstaff. Richard was holding court near the fireplace, talking business loud enough for everyone to hear. I found Liam. He was nervous, but happy. We hugged, and he whispered, "You look nice, May." I almost cried. Then Vanessa floated over. She kissed my cheek. "Maya, I'm so glad you made it." She smelled expensive. Her smile was perfect. "We have assigned seats tonight, just to keep things organized." She walked away before I could answer. Dinner started. Everyone shuffled toward the tables, checking their place cards. The room was loud with conversation and clinking glasses. I was near the end of the line. I found my card. It wasn't on the main tables. It was on a small round table near the kitchen, the kind they use for overflow staff or last-minute guests. The card itself was handwritten, same as everyone else's. But my name wasn't with the family. It said, "Overflow seating, Carter side." Vanessa's last name is Carter. I stood there for a moment, holding the card. The table had no centerpiece. No crystal. Just a wrinkled white cloth and a water pitcher. Someone behind me whispered, "Oh." I turned. Vanessa's cousin, the one in the blue blazer, was looking at my card. His girlfriend covered her mouth. They didn't laugh loudly, but they exchanged a look. That knowing look. Patricia appeared. She glanced at the card, then at me. Her face flickered, something unreadable, and then smoothed into concern. "Oh my goodness," she said, loud enough for nearby guests to hear. "That must be some awful mistake." Someone fetched the coordinator. But she didn't sound upset. She sounded performative, like she was checking a box. I looked across the room. Vanessa was talking to her bridesmaids, laughing at something. She didn't look my way. Liam was at the bar, chatting with Richard. He hadn't seen anything. I could feel my face burning. Not because anyone had yelled. Not because anyone had cursed at me. That's the thing about coded humiliation. It's worse. Because if you react, you look crazy. You look sensitive. It was just a seating mistake, Maya. Don't make it a thing. But it wasn't a mistake. We all knew it wasn't a mistake. I stood there for another 10 seconds. 15. Long enough to feel every pair of eyes that wasn't looking at me. Long enough to realize I had two choices: sit at that table like a servant or walk out. I started reaching for my keys. And then I heard Liam's voice. "Maya?" He was walking toward me. His face was still open, happy, clueless. He hadn't seen the card yet. Then he looked down. Then he looked at the table. Then he looked at me. And his whole face changed. The room didn't go dead quiet. That's not how these things work. Instead, the noise just sort of dimmed. A few people nearby stopped talking. Someone coughed. Patricia was still fake chatting with the coordinator about the seating error. But Liam wasn't buying it. He picked up my place card. Read it. Turned it over like there might be some explanation on the back. There wasn't. "Overflow seating, Carter side," he said. Not loud. Just loud enough for the people closest to us to hear. Vanessa's cousin in the blue blazer suddenly found his shoes very interesting. Liam looked at me. "Did anyone say anything to you?" I shook my head. What was I supposed to say? "Your fiancé's family has been icing me out for months, and this is just the grand finale?" Then Liam did something I didn't expect. He walked straight to the main table, the one where the bridal party was sitting, and picked up Vanessa's place card. Then her parents' cards. Then her aunt's. He lined them up on the tablecloth. "Why is my sister the only person in this room not sitting with family?" Patricia's voice went high and tight. "Liam, it's a simple mistake. These things happen with large events. Who made the seating chart?" Pause. "Vanessa handled it," Patricia said carefully. "Vanessa." Liam turned. Vanessa was still by the dessert table, but she'd stopped laughing. Her face was carefully neutral. The face of someone who'd been caught doing something deniable. Liam walked over to her. I followed. I don't know why, my legs just moved. "Vanessa," he said. "Why is my sister at a table near the kitchen?" She blinked. Perfect confusion. "What?" "No, that's not. I put her next to your aunt." "Then why does her card say overflow Carter side?" Vanessa looked at the card in his hand. For half a second, just half a second, something flickered across her face. Satisfaction? Annoyance that she'd been caught? I couldn't tell. Then it was gone. "That's not my handwriting," she said. "Then whose is it?" She glanced at her mother. Patricia shook her head, the tiniest movement. "Don't say anything." "I don't know," Vanessa said. "Maybe one of the event staff made a mistake." Liam stared at her for a long time. The room was fully watching now. Not with mob laughter, with that horrible, rubbernecking silence of people who can't look away from a car crash. Then Liam did something I'll never forget. He pulled out his phone and made a call. On speaker. "Hey, this is Liam. I need to cancel the venue contract." "Yes, the whole thing. I understand the deposit is non-refundable." "That's fine." Vanessa went pale. "Liam, what are you doing?" He hung up. Turned to her father, Richard, who'd finally walked over from the fireplace. "Richard, your daughter just lied to my face. In front of 60 people." Richard held up his hands. "Let's all just calm down. We can sort this out privately." "Privately?" Liam laughed. "You want to know what's private? The way your wife asked Maya if she still lives in that area. The way your nephews have been making comments about Liam's broke sister for months. The way Vanessa has been icing out the only person in my life who actually raised me. He looked at Vanessa again. You want to know why Maya lives off me? She doesn't. But here's what happened. My car broke down in January. Maya lent me $800 she didn't have because my business account was frozen. I paid her back in February. But somehow, that turned into Maya can't handle her own money. That was you, wasn't it? You started that rumor. Vanessa's mouth opened. Closed. And the car repair? Liam continued. The one I paid for? That was my wedding gift to her. Because she's been working 2 jobs for 2 years and still couldn't afford a new transmission. But I bet you told your family she begged me for it. Nobody spoke. Richard finally broke the silence. Liam, this is a lot of speculation. Speculation. Liam pulled out his phone again. I have texts. From your daughter. Asking me why I let my sister mooch off me. Want to hear them? Vanessa's composure cracked. Just a little. You went through my phone? You left it open on the counter. I wasn't snooping. I was looking for the caterer's number. His voice was tired now. Not angry. Just done. You know what I actually saw? A text to your mother. It said, Maya is such an embarrassment. Hopefully the overflow table sends a message. Patricia went gray. Vanessa started crying. Real or fake, I couldn't tell. Liam, I'm sorry. I was insecure. You're so close with her and I felt like... You felt like what? I said. Everyone turned to me. I hadn't meant to speak. But my voice came out anyway. You felt like what, Vanessa? That I was competition? I'm his sister. I changed his diapers. I drove him to school when Mom was working double shifts. I sat with him in the ER when he broke his arm at 12. I was there. I've always been there. And you tried to make me look like a charity case because you couldn't handle not being the only person he loves. Vanessa was fully sobbing now. Her mother put an arm around her. Liam took my hand. Come on, Maya. We walked out together. The next morning, I woke up to texts from numbers I didn't recognize. Apparently, someone had recorded part of the confrontation, not the whole thing, just the part where Liam canceled the venue. It spread through their social circle like fire. Richard lost a business partner. Patricia got quietly dropped from a charity board. Vanessa's Instagram went private after her own bridesmaids started posting screenshots of old group chats where she'd mocked me. I didn't feel good about any of it. Revenge doesn't work like that. You don't get a dopamine hit when your enemies fall. You just feel tired. Liam and I sat in a diner at 2 in the morning, sharing cold fries. He didn't apologize for blowing up his wedding. I didn't thank him for choosing me. We just sat there, 2 kids from a broken home who'd survived by holding onto each other. 6 months later, Liam started dating a nurse named Carla. She showed up to our first dinner with a homemade casserole and no agenda. I kept the navy dress. It hangs in my closet now. A reminder that being underestimated isn't weakness. It's just the setup.